All right, let's. There we go. Set up. Let me check frames. We're good. All right. Oh, baby. Xenoblade 3. What do I expect? I honestly don't know. I want to find out a little bit more of the beginning plot. No, like, major plot spoilers like they did with the Xenoblade 2 Direct with certain characters and their fates. But, like we got what? 15 minutes. 15 minutes until we get more information in. I know they showed a bit of the battle system, but I'd like a bit more. I'm sure they'll explain it. I hope they don't like spoil the plot as to why like that whole merger system works. But I would like them to like at least give some basic explanation as to why that is the way it is. But yeah. Just watching. Oh yeah, I should probably hang on. Let me close that. Yeah. All right. Only need one window of Chrome. I had a bit of other things of like Twitter and my dashboard on YouTube pulled up. Okay. So close that down, so that should save a lot on the Wi-Fi. I'm just excited for the news, like maybe a bit more of like the backstory as well. Like not too much because I do want to learn a lot of the backstory from the game, like in game, because that's like one of the best parts about Xenoblade games is learning about the world as you explore it. And yeah, we're just waiting for the direct to start. I've only actually played Xenoblade 2, but I did watch Chugacon play Xenoblade 1. The other reason why I haven't gotten Xenoblade 1 myself is just because I know the plot of the game, and as much as I want to play it, I'd much rather buy Xenoblade 3 than Xenoblade 1 Definitive Edition for Switch. But I must say, Xenoblade 2, I got it when Chugga was playing it, and I gotta say it was an absolute joy to play through. Like, the story was honestly really good. Like, the music and the fact that, like, this is a combination of both is what it's coming across as. I'm just I'm just excited for learning more about this stuff. Trying to think what else I've been excited for. I want to know about that one Nopon with the Rex hair. Like what's his deal? And then Ouroboros. Like there's so much stuff I want to know, but at the same time I don't want to know. I don't know what the perfect balance is. Like how do you explain how the game's gonna work without spoiling it? Because the way Xenoblade games usually work is the story is directly like integrated into gameplay. Like for example, if you don't know the plot of Xenoblade 1 already, spoilers, Shulk's visions. That's a major plot point, but it's also like a major mechanic of the game. And like that whole like fusion thing, I feel like that's a major plot point. Like when two characters like fuse into one, that has to be a major plot point. So how do you go about explaining that without spoiling why it happens? And like there's just so much I want to know. When's this game come out again? Hang on. I've already forgotten. Got so many release dates in my head. Release date. July 29th. Okay, so that's like next month. Man, there's just so much to look forward to. And we got another 10 minutes until the direct starts. I want to know like man, the Van Damme character. I like there's just so much. Like I have so many questions that I want answered, but I don't want answered. And then there's obviously like the leaders of the two sides. If you know, you know. Like I don't want to outright say it just in case anyone watches this and doesn't know. But like it's so obvious, but at the same time, are they just gonna come out and say it? Or is it gonna just be a complete bait and it's gonna be some when nobody saw coming? Plus, I just want more like visuals of the world because it looks so good, but we've only seen snippets. Like I want to get a sense of scale, but like I want them to hide it still. Like if that makes sense, where we're shown a massive world, but they don't show us all of it, so there's still like more to go that surprises us in game, or at least surprises me. Kind of like how with Breath of the Wild, there was the Great Plateau, and then when you finish the Great Plateau, you realize that was only the tutorial of a very small piece of a very much larger world. If they could pull something like that off, that would be amazing. And the question is, how do they pull it off? I don't know. Trusting Nintendo is like a 50-50. Either they do it perfectly or they really disappoint you. Especially when it comes to Xenoblade. Like no more Sakurai putting, major plot spoilers for, a Xenoblade game into Smash Bros just because, you need a spirit. Got another 8 minutes. Man, the time is just slowly ticking up. Just slowly ticking up. I look at this. There's a lot of people waiting for the direct. Do I show up on this list? Probably not, but I'm just looking to see if maybe I show up on the list. Hey, there I am with one viewer. Nice. I just oh, I'm just so excited. Like what do I hope for the game though? Who do I like who's gonna make a surprise appearance? Like and like what's the time jump? That's the big question. And how did like is this gonna tie into the other Xeno games in like the franchise, like Xenogears and Xenosaga, which I personally know nothing about. I've tried several times to learn, but it's just I have not yet reached that point where I can dive into that yet. Like it's just absorbing all the information from the world of Xenoblade One and Xenoblade Two and how they connect was like a lot as it is. Then you try to throw in, you know, Xenogears, Xenosaga, you know, with the conduit and all that. Like Luxon, like he knows his stuff, and even as like trying to have him explain it, really like I'll watch a video and understand feel like I understand, and then like I'll finish the video and I'll realize I didn't understand any of it. I just hope this is good. Because we got Xenoblade 3. I'm on the fence on whether or not I want the Pokemon game. I got Sword. It was really easy. I filled up a bunch of the Pokedex, and then I kind of got bored. I just haven't really picked up the game since. It was a fun playthrough, but picking it up afterwards, because I don't have like the Crown Tundra, the other one, the Isle of Armor DLC. I got just the game, and it was fun. Did a few Wonder Trades, got some hacked Pokemon, hacked Chinese. That was fun. Of like those weird sponsor scams and all that. But yeah, like we got the Pokemon game, we got this Breath of the Wild 2. Like they are just they just keep stringing us along with that game. That game is like Breath of the Wild is the reason why I was able to convince my parents to buy a Switch, because my parents didn't get us, like, we had a Wii, and then we didn't get a Wii U, because this is back before like the internet was able to like really have a voice. It was really still the critics, and critics tore the Wii U to shreds. So my mother was like, "We're not getting one of those," and I still regret it to this day, because there's as as little third party support as that console got, the virtual console. I wish I had a Wii U just for the virtual console, because there were so many games, like the big one, Super Mario RPG. I've always wanted to play it, but I can't, because by the time I realized I wanted to play the game, the Wii Virtual Console was shut down, and we didn't have a Wii U. We still don't have a Wii U. I wish I had things like a GameCube and things like that, but unfortunately, I'm not a '90s kid. I was a 2000s kid, like early 2000s. Like I was born 2001, so I was born when the GameCube pretty much came out. So for me, getting the Switch was huge. And Breath of the Wild was the main like I told my mother, like, if you're getting me a Switch, get Breath of the Wild. Otherwise, there isn't a point of getting me a Switch. And I played the crap out of that game. I have yet to 100% the game, though, just because finding all those Korok seeds is it is a test of fortitude doing that. And I don't know how people do it. Like, I have yet to finish all the shrines too, just because like I could just like pull up IGN and like search up walkthroughs on how to like 100% the game, but I don't want to do that because it's such a good game and I want to experience that stuff on my own. Like I have like a guide that like shows me like the rough area where they are, but they don't explain how to get it in. And it's more so just used as a checklist. But like when Age of Calamity came out, I got it instantly, and I beat the game in a day. Sure, I played it on easy just because I'd never played a Hyrule Warriors game, but I beat that game in a day on easy mode without ever playing a game like it. And the story was just good, but I haven't really played it much since, just because completing that game, you really got to replay a lot of those levels just to get like the stuff to unlock other things, which, you know, I just kind of got bored of it. But like in terms of story, like the plot line they have going for like this like version of Hyrule, I love it. But this is Xenoblade, so let's focus back on Xenoblade, which should be starting in like the next minute, right? I mean, it's live, so I have closed captions on, so Gotta wait for it to start. All right, it's 10 o'clock. That's what it says on my phone. Give me the direct. Come on, Nintendo. All right, here we go. It's starting. Nice.
You were all talk when you left here, but you've nothing to show for it, D.
Oh, spare me, P.
We should have sallied forth in the first place.
Surely the turn is mine.
I believe it's my turn next.
Honestly, you make more noise than the rabble at a feast. Even if you did stop its raging flow, it will soon burst through. Well, let us see how far the flow brings them this time.
We each have a lifespan of 10 years. We call them terms. Life begins with our first term and ends at the close of our 10th.
Victory!
And over the course of those 10 years, we fight continually.
What kind of pep talk is that? Of course we're gonna survive. I've thought about this a lot. About what I can achieve. What I'll leave behind.
Then I think of tomorrow and the tremors are back. Will I see the same faces when I wake? Will I even be around to see them?
Get ready!
Now, the enemy is before you. Chase them to the ends of the world.
Unchecked, Ouroboros will lead this world to ruin. You must be erased.
These soldiers will nourish me, and we can always grow plenty more.
Stop toying with everyone's lives!
You gave us a choice. The choice not to fight. And you made it true.
That mark there. Late 10th term, eh? 3 months left. That about right?
3 more months. And then I'll be gone from this world.
How many of you are getting made an example of on Hope's Rest this time?
The lost numbers are attacking!
We have good reason to meet with them. To bring peace. And to set the world to rights.
But take a look around. Think about how many lives it's cost. Annihilate could have started moving!
This is bad, Noah.
Now I want to live. To live and learn. So don't give up yet. This'll buy you some extra time. Use it. Stop this! I don't want any of your time!
If the world holds our lives back, I will end it!
These are our lives here! They're not some toys you can just play with!
So there's a lot of information there.
Many have tried. But none have ever managed to escape its flow. What is it they need to stay alive? Water? Food? Certainly. But what we need most is life itself. Taking each other's lives. With the taken flames becoming your own in turn.
This is the world of Ionios. The nations of Kevis and Agnes and their grisly conflict stand in contrast to its natural splendor. All this killing for the sake of filling one's own flame clock. From the moment of birth, fighting is all the people of Ionios learn. Their fate leads to everyone's destruction. Their lifespans are a mere 10 years.
Okay.
Surviving on the battlefield, fulfilling that 10-year lifespan of service, and receiving a homecoming ceremony in front of their queen is the highest honor. However, many never receive this honor as they fall in battle, their souls evaporating into the beyond as the melody of the Offseers plays. In today's presentation, we'll introduce the world of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game and follow the main character's adventures.
Wow.
Countless comrades have lost their lives thanks to this filth.
What do you think it's like for us? Losing friend after friend. You steal everything from us.
6 soldiers, 3 from Kevis and 3 from Agnes, were commissioned to take part in a special mission. Both parties, filled with mutual hatred, draw their weapons at first, but when they encounter a mysterious figure, they shelve their distrust and resolve to work together.
Because now, kids, you share a common destiny. They'll hunt you constantly, relentlessly, without rest. There's one place that might give you a chance. Sword March. The land pierced by a great sword.
That's the Mechonis. That's Mechonis' sword.
Defeat the real enemy and restore the world to order.
Okay.
This story focuses on these 6 characters.
This is what we're meant to do. To send on the voices of the departed is an Offseer's purpose.
Ready, he says. From the moment I chose this muddy path, I've been more than ready.
The spark you on about? I'm not gonna let you take the fall alone.
I've thought about this a lot. About what I can achieve. What I'll leave behind.
If anything, we should be questioning all that we've thought to be true. Differences are all a matter of perspective.
The truth is, she's terrified. She needs someone to tell her that everything will be all right.
Okay.
Now fugitives of both Kevis and Agnes, these fate-defying hopefuls journey to learn the truths of their world.
Their role is to convey the Queen's directives to the colonies, along with handling admin and decision-making. Our colonies regard each other as enemies. But if the consuls giving the orders are the same, it means...
But these guys are mega suspicious?
I suspect they may be more deeply involved than we thought. With the reason why we fight, with deciding our fate.
Our fate.
Oh, here we go. Let's see.
So hot. Keep it together now, Mimi. Hey, look! There! Mimi, look! It's water! There's an oasis! Water? Water!
Animation does look really nice.
Let's just hope it's not a mirage.
Ooh.
Ionios is host to various landscapes, all filled with surreal geography to
You can see bits of
explore
Xenoblade 1 and
diverse
Xenoblade 2 in
wildlife
this.
to encounter. Like the lands they inhabit, the wild creatures here range from docile to dangerous.
Alright. There are actually some creatures
Some
that
creatures
I recognize.
Make no secret of their
Oh,
ferocious
there's
tendencies,
immovable
so
Gonzalez.
keep caution in mind.
Okay.
You'll
Ooh.
also encounter the soldiers of Kevas and Agnes, who continue to fight throughout the land.
Interesting.
Colonies serve as the base camp for both nations. At the heart of each colony is a Pharaonis. These are mobile bases and devastating weapons
So that's
of
what they're
war.
called, Pharaonis.
Seek out these colonies to shop.
Ooh.
Dine.
All finished.
Oh, it looks like
Get
they're
to know residents
introducing some
and
of
more.
Torna. Oh. That looks like Xenoblade 1's
Get a
affinity
glimpse of
chart.
the lives of Noah and his friends
Yeah,
at these
rest
rest
spots.
spots found in colonies and throughout the world. Use collected materials to cook.
Yeah, a lot of... Looks like they're mixing a lot of Xenoblade 1, 2, and
Craft
Torna.
gems to strengthen your abilities.
That's Xenoblade 1.
Looks good to me. I think we'll find this useful.
And discuss information you hear about from residents to take on new quests.
Okay. So that's it.
Explore
How
every
you get
corner of these
quests.
fields as you seek out new encounters. Breathtaking scenery,
Ooh.
valuable items,
Supply.
and ferocious monsters.
Okay.
Enjoy the world and fulfill your wanderlust at
Okay.
your own pace.
That looked cool. And then, yeah.
The locations you visit are saved as landmarks that you can quickly select and travel to, which
Skip
makes
travel.
traversing this giant world more manageable.
Yeah. I would hope they kept
By
skip travel.
enabling a navigation feature, you can set a course for your next destination without fear of losing your way.
Okay, that's nice.
There are plenty of other features that will help you in your adventure.
Okay, changing time.
Such as the ability to change the time of day to encounter monsters that only appear at specific
All right.
times.
Yeah. Okay, this probably explain the battle system.
Lance! Draw his attention for me.
Uni!
Cover fire! Leave it to me!
Tile! Zena! We need you too!
Understood.
Just say when, guys.
Thanks, everyone. I'll count down from 3. 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
Draw
Okay.
your weapon when encountering an enemy to seamlessly enter battle.
Something for you!
Make your approach to attack automatically.
All members of the party are
Harness powerful
involved.
abilities called arts to strive for victory.
Yo!
Arts have a variety of effects. Some can throw opponents off balance,
That's from Xenoblade 2.
inflict more damage based on where you attack from,
Okay.
or heal allies, to name a few.
Practically know this one by heart.
Each art is assigned to a button, making them simple and easy to
Yeah.
execute.
A lot better than Xenoblade 1's. Like, I prefer Xenoblade 2 over Xenoblade 1's art system.
Each character takes on a specific role during battle.
Okay.
Attackers excel at damaging enemies. Defenders block enemy attacks and draw their aggro.
So you can have all 6 party members.
And healers can restore HP to keep you in fighting shape.
So you get 2 of each class.
Each character playing their role effectively is a key point to battling. You can freely swap the character you control at any time.
At any time. That's huge. That's huge.
String together arts to activate a combo and gain an advantage. Get the enemy off balance. Knock them to the ground. Launch them into the air, then smash them down. Stringing together
Oh my
successful
god.
combos is quite
That was like one of the
satisfying.
biggest pains.
You can link
from
multiple
Xenoblade 2.
arts with stunning chain attacks to devastate enemies.
Like, trusting in the AI to, like,
Heaps of damage
do
at
the right
once
thing. But
and let
if you could
nothing
just
stand
switch
in
to
your
them.
way.
gives you so much more control. And they didn't explain the merge thing. Okay. Okay.
Huh.
Wait.
What is it?
An icon just popped up over your head. Yours seems to be the only one not locked.
Huh? He's lit up like a sparking light bulb.
Wait.
I've never used this kind of blade before, but all the techniques I can use with it are flashing before my eyes.
Each character in your party has a class that influences how they battle.
Don't know how this is even working, but cool.
Each class has its own attributes.
So you can...
Sword fighter. Lead the fight with this well-balanced attacker class.
Okay.
Zephyr. Evade attacks and unleash powerful counters.
Gemini... Wait, Gemini Strike. That... Okay.
Medic Gunner. Restore allies' HP and strengthen their abilities from a position of safety.
Stormy Sky. Efficient healing.
Tactician. Disrupt enemies and support allies using paper talismans called Mondo.
Okay.
Heavy Guard. Wield massive weapons to defend allies and draw enemy aggro. Ogre.
Ogre.
Crush enemy defenses with massive power.
She's laughing at the thought of a class being called Ogre.
Your class can also be changed to match that of your allies. Spend time learning multiple classes for a well-rounded team.
So you can change...
Experience earned on the battlefield increases your class rank
Okay.
and lets you learn Master Arts, a set of beneficial arts that can be added to a different class.
Alright.
With Master Arts, even your defender can take a moment to heal their allies. The more arts and combat strategies you wield,
Alright,
the
I'm
easier it'll be
digging
to blaze
this.
through battles.
Stay on guard for now.
Also, by combining compatible arts, you can unleash fusion art attacks that
Oh.
combine the effects of two arts into one.
Stormy Sky.
So that's what fusion thing is. So that other thing I was thinking of isn't called fusion.
Live fiercely,
Wait.
die spectacularly. That's how I want the battlefield of my life to be.
Okay.
It's
Side
just
characters?
that, as a mechanic, you can't start getting moody just because something's broken.
Now we see real Noppon potential,
That's right. Maybe it's impossible for one Noppon.
but not for two.
I just feel such a weakling.
Why was his voice so deep?
To run away from my responsibility.
Doing the same as everyone around you, it's always the same outcome. Following the playbook to the letter is hardly a strategy.
Whoever goes up against me, they're getting crushed.
Brave residents of Ionios called heroes can lend their arms and aptitude to your team as a seventh party member.
Seventh?
Only one hero at a time can assist on the battlefield, but you can swap.
Okay,
Heroes
okay.
also bring their own classes. To
Okay. Why was one of them covered up?
Turn the tables with boosted abilities.
I feel like
when
that's
things
giving off more than... I feel like...
Enforcer. Unleash more critical hits for higher attack power. War Medic. Heal party members and bolster them with various buffs. These are only a handful of classes.
But we
that
still get
heroes
outlines of 3, which
Your party
one of those
members can take on
is
any
the
of
one that was
hero
covered
classes
up.
as they become your allies.
They're leaving a breadcrumb trail for
More
people to
heroes
find.
For a growing combination of classes and arts in your party.
Okay, so...
Choose to don a class's look, or keep your current outfit.
Ooh.
Find your fashion and fight for the future.
Nice. Okay, so Ouroboros. What do you gotta say about this?
What is that thing?
This is no normal creature. It's something else.
You've got a real death wish.
Get out the way. You're just slowing me down. The nerve on this guy.
One down. Good start. It's not over yet.
Oh.
I felt her thoughts. Or maybe her memories. There were so
Okay.
many. And then they were a part
So
of
this
me.
is that fusion thing.
By joining together in battle through interlinking, 2 characters in your party can fuse into a fiercely powerful form known as an Ouroboros. Here
Okay.
are the character pairs that can interlink. Transform into this fearsome fusion by interlinking during
Interlinking. Okay.
combat. Clear out the battlefield by using Mighty Ouroboros arts before time is up and the interlink deactivates.
Okay, so that's kind of similar to a mechanic in Xenoblade 2. That's a spoiler, so I'm not gonna say it.
Those guys are so selfish. Selfish how? You know what I mean. Every time we interlink, they're the ones taking the lead. So you'd prefer to take the reins? I just want to do more. Like, pull my weight. You know? Lance, come with me! I'm all set!
Despite being a single body, the Ouroboros is controlled by only one of the 2 characters. Swap between them to modify the form and arts of the Ouroboros to fit your approach. Earn points in battle to make the already powerful Ouroboros even stronger.
Okay.
I'll make it count!
Ouroboros can also take part in chain attacks with the rest of the party.
Ooh. There's a lot of options and a lot of customization.
We were sworn enemies once. And yet, we all share the will to live in the now.
Until now, I was afraid to take that first step. But now, I can do it.
Not like we can afford to go just yet.
So now, I ain't afraid. Yeah, I'll keep going. While my flame still flickers to the bitter end. But I'm gonna change. Both me and this world.
We'll build it for ourselves. A world with the freedom to choose.
Okay. And there's gonna be
Broaden the world
an
of Xenoblade
expansion
Chronicles
pass.
3 with a paid expansion pass. You can get the additional content shown here. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is compatible with amiibo figures.
Okay.
Tap any amiibo to acquire helpful in-game items for your adventure. Tap the Shulk amiibo to change a character's sword to appear as the Monado
Alright.
when using Noah's sword fighter class.
That's neat.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 launches July 29th.
Okay.
Thank you for watching, and enjoy your adventures in the world of Ionios.
Okay. All right. So let's unpack real quick. Just real briefly. Wow. There was a lot more like cutscene than I thought there would be. Like a lot more. But at the same time, I feel like they didn't give too much away. Like they had a little bit like that theater. What was up with the theater? I have a few theories as to what that could be similar to from the other games. But then they're like, there was just so much good. Like they honestly explained everything without giving really much away. Another big thing, like a major plot they revealed was every character only lives for 10 years, and I believe one of them, this one, I can draw a blank on the name off the top of my head. Apparently, only has 3 months left to live. And is that like a hard, like, there's just so much that like they showed us, like the combat, like that. I'm really excited for that. The customization looks in depth and really streamlined, which leaves for like a lot of customization, like many options for playstyles. 6 active party members, and you can swap in a 7th like out of a pool for your 7th, but the 6 are like hard locked in. And they hid one of those characters, but they still kept the outlines, and I wonder if that was a mistake. Like people are going to be theorizing about that. I'm calling it. Luxon's going to be, he's probably working on a video right now. I'm calling it right now. He's making a video right now. Like this just came out, and I'm already calling it. He's going to try to figure out who the pixelated character was in that character select screen. He's going to be trying to figure it out. I'm calling it right now. And there's just, I'm just excited. Like we got what? Essentially 1 month. 1 month until we get this game. And it sounds like it's going to be a very deep and like, honestly, I feel like it's going to be very like almost like thought-provoking. And I feel like there's going to be a twist of like who's really behind it all and all that, but you know, that's pretty on par for a Xenoblade game. There's usually always like something that's like it's all half truths and half lies. And you have to get to the end of the game to find out the full truth. And when you look back on it, it all makes sense, because that's how Xenoblade games usually go. Man. Looking forward to this. It's really exciting. Well, that's all I got. See you guys when, well, I'm going to do other things, but like, next time we talk about this, more than likely I'll be playing the game. See you guys next time.